Hello, I think. Hang on. Tell you what. I was trying to see. There we go. That might make a bit of a difference. Right. Hello. Can you guys hear us okay? I know sometimes whenever I've tried to go it from your room, it's tended not to go as well. But I'm hoping it does actually go well tonight. I'm praying that there's no problems for once. And frankly, because I can't be bothered to move downstairs. If it doesn't work on here, then I'll do a new one on my phone or something. So I'm just getting up the comments that I put. Basically, for those of you who don't know, I put up a poll on Twitter earlier this week, and I think it was something like just under 1,000 people voted in it. So I'm just getting everything up and all ready, just in case this goes tits up. But you never know, so it can never hurt to be a bit more prepared. Anyway, how is everyone tonight? We've got Jeff, one Michael Bowers. There's only one, you know the rest. Thanks very much, man. Thane says hello there. Sorry, Mister. Every time he does a video and he's panicking, Sunderland tend to sign a player. So yes, hello, serious, hello, red and white circle emojis. Yes. Hang on, just get everything ready. Right, okay, that'll do for that. Hang on. Right, let's see if I can get everything up and ready just in case. Uh, Right. Anyone watching, can you hear me and can you see us? Can you see and hear us okay? I'm really hoping that you can. Um, but I mean, so far no one said they can't, so I'm gonna take that as a positive. Hang on a moment. Let's see. Let me just get my community tab. Michael Allen says Michael. Chris Gal says evening everyone. Hello. Hang on. Let's just double check and see how it looks on my phone. Whoa, that's weird. I can actually hear myself. That's strange. Okay, it seems to be working okay on my phone, so we're all good to go. I'm going to try and see if I can keep this a bit shorter tonight, just in case something does end up happening later, because it always bloody happens every time every time something goes up with the internet. Whenever I'm on a stream, and it's really irritating us. But anyway, there's a couple of things to run by tonight today. Sunderland, the bastards, did it yet again. They always seem to wait until just after I go out, and then they announce something, which is really irritating from a content creator's perspective. They always seem to want to just, oh, you know what, Bowers has gone out. Let's get something announced now. Anyway, we've got 8 likes on the stream. I know there's only about 12 people watching, so let's see if we can just, I don't know. Let's see if we can hit like 20 likes or something. 9 likes, there you go. Just hit 20. Even if you want to get someone to come in, like the stream, and then bugger off again. That'd be much appreciated. So earlier today, and I know I'm gonna get this name wrong of this player that we've signed. So bear with me here. West Ham fans disappointed, so that's a good sign. Mrs. Patrick Roberts says, "Hi, Mr. Bowes. Hello, Lauren. How you doing?" Owen Sarah says, "For once, all is good in the world of SCFC. Well, hopefully, it continues to be good." Right, here we go. Siri says, "I think the away kit will be announced this week. Hopefully, Rough as a badge." I love that name, by the way. When I was on Fan TV, that I kept coming across all the time, and it was funny. Joe 11, thoughts on the kit battles. Now, I'm going to assume you mean the home kit because we haven't released any other one. The Spread X Sports thing puts me off a little bit in terms of the look, but but for the most part, I think it's okay. I saw someone wear it in person. It actually does look better in person than it does on the picture for me. So I don't know. I'll probably end up getting it as a late birthday present or something. Who knows? Right, anyway, so the main bit of news today, before I get to more comments, was that Sunderland made a signing today, and it is a centre back from West Ham. Now, I know I'm going to get this name wrong, so please, anyone, tell me in the comments in the live chat how you actually said it. Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Aji Alese for an undisclosed fee. The central defender moves to the Stadium of Light from West Ham United and signs an initial 3-year deal with a club option of a further year. Elise has represented England at every level from under 16 to under 20s and has also gained valuable senior experience on loan with Accrington Stanley and Cambridge United. The 21-year-old joined the Hammers aged 8 and rapidly rose through the club's academy system, making his under-18 debut in 2017 while still a schoolboy. Very impressive. Elise signed his first professional contract 12 months later and was the recipient of the Dylan Tombides Award during the 18-19 season, which is given annually to the Academy's outstanding scholar. Following a loan spell at the Wham Stadium in 1920, he completed his journey to the senior setup in September 2020 by starting for David Moyes' side in the 5-1 Carabao Cup victory over Hull City. Elise was also part of the Cambridge United side that won promotion from Sky Bet League Two in 2021, and he was named the Hammers Premier League named in the Hammers Premier League matchday squad 11 times last season, whilst also featuring in the Europa League. Upon joining SCFC, Elise said, "It's amazing to be here, and I'm happy the deal is done. I live 5 minutes away from West Ham's training ground, and I've been there since the age of 8, so it could have been easier to stay, but life isn't easy, and I'm ready for the challenge. I spoke to Alex Neil, Christian Speakman, and Stuart Harvey, and I got a great feeling about Sunderland AFC. This is the place I want to be, so now it's time to crack down and get ready for the new season." Alex Neil added, Aji, is it Aji or Aji? I don't know. Anyways, so I was on a quick peek at the chat. Oh, blimey, there's quite a few comments. I'll get to that in a minute. Alex Neil added, Aji is left-footed and he's really quick. I like having balance in my team, and he was at a stage whereby he was really pushing to get into West Ham's first team, so he felt it was a really good fit for us. More and more, I think young lads are realizing what they need to get on the pitch and show that what they can do. It's important for as he comes here, shows his quality, and gets into the team. That will be up to him, but he has already shown an appetite to play, and the qualities that he brings are ones I think we needed to add to this squad. So there you go. I debated whether to do a video on this while I was out, but eventually I decided no. Well, since I knew I was doing a live stream tonight, I thought I'll just cover it there. To be honest, Dan Wilkes says, "Michael, your picture is a bit dark." Yeah, well, that's because I decided to decided to close the blinds. So we'll wait and see. I mean, let me know if you want me to open the blinds and see if that makes a difference for you. But there you have it. Let's go back through some of the comments. Where have we got to? Oh, here we go. Siri says, "I like the spread X bit, but the spread X bit, but the sport bit looks bad." Fair enough. Acacia Cameron Jew says, "Hello, hello." Lauren Kenny says, "I think we need another goalkeeper, a couple of fullbacks and striker." Agreed. Marion Charles, "Hello, Thane." There's a, "You all right, Marion?" Will underscore D says, "Hello, Michael, mate. How you doing?" Thane SCFC. Alice? Alice, okay, fair enough. Is how you pronounce his surname. Okay, Kevin Drew. "How are you, Michael? Thanks for the message earlier." No problem, Chef Wed, #1 fan. Patrick says, "Hi, Michael, mate. Hope you're well." Dan Wilkes, "Hello. I am Michael. Your pictures. Oh, you've already read that bit. That's a bit of a fail, isn't it? Where is it? Okay, so yeah, we are still after the Leicester goalkeeper, Lauren. I'll send you his name later. Lauren, basically, this goalkeeper is Daniel Iverson. He was on loan at Preston last year. Then SCFC says, Alise seems like a big upgrade on Doyle. Nothing against Callum, but the lack of experience caught up with him, whereas Alise has a bit more experience. KJ says, and we've still got Adam Richardson and JP Kenny as under 23s, two goalkeepers. Yes, but I still think we need another one. Ben Foster, someone I'd go for, but I doubt the club. I don't know whether the club would be looking at him or not. Jeff says, Cannon and Ball, Morecambe and Wise, Laurel and Hardy, Torval and Dean. Where's War Thane? Love it. Casey says to hello to Thane as well. Owen Sara says, honestly, looking at recruitment, I think we'll have quite a strong season. However, anything more than that for me is an added bonus. Lauren says, may need the under 23 keepers out on loan to gain first team experience. I agree with that. That's why I think we need another keeper. Then says, you're all right, Casey, keep you on about Dan Liverson. So, yeah, we caught up on the comments. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes before the 10-minute mark. That'd be quite nice. Casey says, I am Thane. So, anyway, as you guys know, a while back, and I'm good, thank you, Thane. There you go, Casey seems to be doing all right. Anyways, in the main, I put a Twitter poll out, and I added it onto my YouTube community tab earlier this week, talking about fans' expectations for the upcoming 2022-2023 Sky Bet Championship season. I still doesn't get old saying that. Season for Sunderland, and I got quite a variation of answers across both platforms, especially on social media, on Twitter. So the first thing I'll do is let's go through the Twitter one. Ian, Lauren, and Casey are just having a nice conversation between themselves. I love it. Right, apologies, my nose has been a bit funny for the last couple of days, so you can hear me sniffling. You know why. Anyway, so basically on Twitter, I put this. Hang on, so it's 15th today, I think. So I think I put this on Tuesday. First one, Dan Wilkes asked it. Do you think Pat was good enough for the #1 spot? As of right now, yes, but if an upgrade came in, I wouldn't be against it. Right, so for a live stream I'll be doing later in the week, I figured I'll be talking about realistic expectations, or aims, you could say, for SCFC this season. So I'll put, so what's yours? I'll be reading your name out with your comment, blah, blah, blah. If you don't want to be named in the comments, mention so. And remember to be respectful. So I put, remember, Twitter, I could only put 4 options as a poll. So the four options I put were, and see if you guys, you can feel free to have your input in the chat and see if you agree with it. But the four options on Twitter I put was avoid relegation, comfortable consolidation, top half finish, or aim for promotion, whether that's top six or top two. Now, Dan Wilkes says to finish sixth straight away. Um, I got, like I said, I got a huge variety of answers, and that's the thing that made this interesting. Because for me, had say Sunderland failed yet again in going up last season, but had Sunderland failed yet again in going up last season, I feel like the aim would have been obvious to get promoted, or the expectation, I should say, would be the obvious would be to get promoted. But because we got promoted at the end of last season, this season I'm going into it, and I really don't know. I think I think people would struggle to agree on a consensus on what the aim should be this season. Because I'm getting a variety of answers. We've already got a couple of people there. Owen, Sarah, and Jeff saying mid-table. They're both saying mid-table. Will D says realistic finish is 19th to 15th. Obviously, Dan Wilkes says to finish sixth. Adam says each game as it comes. If we are in and around the top six on February, go for top six. Okay, says to get us into the top two, top six, I'd say, or around the mid-table. Thane says as long as it's not a relegation dogfight, I will class it as a decent season. And he also says it depends on what the club wants to do. They want an experienced keeper to teach Pato a few things, or do they want someone to challenge him for the number one spot? Either way, I like Patterson. But Archer's Anonymous. As long as we survive, I'm okay. Would prefer to not be in a dogfight, though, maybe 16th. Yeah, I would much prefer we weren't in the dogfight either. Or certainly not the relegation dogfight anyway. Hey, we've hit 20 likes already. I don't know how long ago that was, but I will take it. Thanks ever so much, guys. So let's read some of the replies on Twitter. And just, well, fine, let's try and read all the replies on Twitter. And let's have a look and see what it says. And bear in mind, I got quite a few different answers. So that's why this question's so interesting to me. And there's no definitive, unanimous answer from the fan base, as far as I could see. So Keith Nick says, the more real expectations, more weight on team shoulders, more stress, more mistakes. Very comfy against relegation. I would say between 8th and 12th this year, promotion next. Philip West says, aim as high as possible, ensure safety, and build strong foundations for the future. Approach each game with a positive mindset too. Fear no one. Bradley Sharp. By the way, Philip West, Broker Report Pod, and good guy, good lad in general. And Bradley Sharp of the excellent What the Folk Pod. Both Broker Report and What the Folk are excellent. Comfortable consolidation is the aim. Avoiding relegation is ideal. Anything else is a bonus. Need to keep the feel-good factor to allow us to kick on, and that's on and off the pitch. Fans will play their part too. Chris Dunn put quite a bit of a long answer, but here we go. Well, we did anyway. Obviously, avoid relegation, but I'm just hoping for mediocrity. People seem to forget the rough time we had the last time in this league, and expectations of top two are way above what's realistic, in my opinion. Yes, you can look at Luton and Huddersfield, who made the playoffs on a shoestring, but they overperformed and they'd be an outliner. If we can somehow build on the spirit and within the squad and strengthen, then maybe playoffs are a possibility. But that'd be a real bonus rather than something we should expect. Peter Wilson says survival. Let's go a bit further down. Here we go. Steve 2013. Aim as high as possible, but being realistic, not being in a relegation battle, I'd be happy enough. Anything else would be a bonus. Daniel Moore, and if quality lad. If the Stadium of Light can become a fortress in this league and we can win a decent amount of home games, and I'd be hopeful for a top half finish. Dave Wood, aim for the top. With the right incoming players, anything is possible. Temple, I think it's a Temple Beck says, shit to the bed. Why not? Everyone goes on about expectations. Let's do this. I think we have the manager and the team is building. Interesting perspective there, my friend. Chris Sims says, personally think the league is open. Looking at the teams that come down and those that made the playoffs last season, I think it's really hard to predict. So why can't we push for a top half finish? If you start the season well, you never know where it can take you. Nonky, Easy Life. I love some people's Twitter handles are brilliant. Got me season card renewed after 7 weeks of trouble due to club mistake. Yeah, well, we know about the admin side of the club. It's still absolutely atrocious. Anyways, hang on. Let's get this. Oh, anyway, next one. Mr. A. I hope that if we get to Feb, March, and there's nothing left to play for, that we stay with the team and it doesn't kill the enthusiasm. There could be a lot of draws and comfortable defeats of teams competing for the top spots. Got to get the first season out of the way and stay up. Kyle Don, aim for promotion. Huge momentum coming from the playoff win, so why not? Piss the league by Christmas. I wish, mate. Zach Waters. If Pritchard stays fit and we make some tidy signings in defence, goalkeeper, and a second striker who scores, we will win the league. I like your optimism. Terence Crombie. Now he's someone who's disagreed with me when they've talked about consolidation. But anyway, he said, Michael, you've missed off winning the league. How many times have I got to tell you? Liam Hardy. For me, finishing towards the top of the bottom half would be a good season. Maybe winning some cups along the way as well to try and have a good home record throughout the season. If they all come into fruition, I'll be happy. 1973 Mackham, top half, but let's be realistic. Managing expectations. Where am I here? Oh yeah, managing expectations has always been a challenge for SCFC as we really have short memories. Let's enjoy our escape from League One. Aim high, but not crucify the team when we lose. I certainly agree with that last point. I think we need to. I'm hoping that fans don't get on the team's back too much if we do lose one or two games, because we've got to remember we have just come up from League One. But I'll get to my own expectation in a bit. Stephen Stubbs. Realistically, we should have a comfortable season, no worry about relegation. I feel with Alex Neil, and if the recruitment carries on the way it has, I can see us challenging for a playoff spot. Tom Perez. Realistically, as long as there is no threat of relegation, I'll be satisfied. But yes, I get that tingle in my spine imagining back-to-back promotions. Imagine the scenes, mate. Imagine the scenes. Harry Tyndall. Happy as long as we're not relegated. Would be nice to get top half, but I don't see that happening. 17th/18th, in my opinion. Paul Anderson. Open the club shop more often and actually have stock in it to sell. Wasn't quite what I was meaning, but yeah, that's also something that could be improved. Peter Haley. But even though the championship is a big step up in quality, with our team and manager plus a couple of new signings, I think we might make the playoffs. And Turnbull. I'd love to say consolidation, but the optimist in me thinks we can go for a sneaky playoff push. Mark at Harm N, I think, says, to be honest, I'm not too fussed. Still enjoying getting out of League One, and that feeling I hope to last until May. Jeez, I forgot how many comments I got. John, sorry, well, hopefully you're not getting bored at this. John Myers, always aim to have promotion. Not an option to try for anything else. Aim for top 6. Anything can happen if that is achieved, and we know it, especially now we have broken that hoodoo. I was at 73 final and know what is possible. Need more quality signings, though, to make it happen. Brian Watson, avoid relegation and build on squad with Premier League/Championship players and go for it next season. Call SCFC 86, but any of the bottom three in anything above the bottom 3 in our first season back were D for me. Tyler says, few more signings can definitely sneak in the playoffs. Eddie Gray, I don't think there's a huge difference between the Championship and League One. I personally think we're good enough to chase for the playoffs. And Liam NUFC, now he's someone who actually has had intelligent conversations with us, to be fair. I think it's just about not going back down. Chris at Kovlad 459811. I totally agree. More than anything more is a bonus. Paul Jack says, I'd like 9th. Win more than we lose. Make the solid fortress and be clearly safe by March. Ian Oliver. Can't imagine Alex Neil not going for it. Jerry ones, I think. Sounds corny, but you'll have us aiming to win home games and be tough to beat away. No more losing the ball in midfield, running past one centre-back that's gone past the keeper. Top 8, probably top 4. With our team spirit, our support is a line nobody wants to come. Noticed a couple of times against Rangers when Hume was pressed by Rangers, he passed it to the centre-back and goalie, and with the first touch, the ball was swept straight out to the left. No messing, no dallying, or second touch, and off we went. Be interesting. Okay. Sunderland, me Faz Ted Deprasio. I know that's a foreign account, so like a foreign fan account, so I'm definitely not good with those type of names. Anyways, oh yeah, he says we can easily finish in 8th. John Myers, who do me thinks? Davey Kamsi, sorry, I think. Dennis Smith's late 80s side is comparable to the current. It is consolidated, flirted with, and then got promoted again. I know the game's changed, but the principle is the same. Be effective and win games. Alex Neil reminds me of Smith, and we're not far off in this division. Thomas Garrigan, I promise you we're getting towards the end. Thomas Garrigan, aim to consolidate in the league and then aim for a top half/playoffs finish. But if we start well, there's no reason why we can't push for top half. We have a good core of players with us already, and things are looking up. It's obvious we need more players, especially in defensive areas. Colin Joblin says, Alex Neil will not expect anything less than having a real go for top 6. And finally, Rob Taylor says, I think there's a difference between aim and expectation. We should aim to compete for promotion, but a realistic expectation would be to consolidate. Blimey, I forgot how many comments there were. Right, okay. So, right, let's get rid of that window because I've read that now. Anyway, right, let's go through some of these comments on the live chat, which obviously have been going while I've been going for. Right, here we go. Right, so we'll start from here. Okay, so yeah, like you love having a conversation with me on Twitter, Michael. Oh yes. Right, where have we got to? Wait, hang on. Oh, here we go. This is the bit I was up to. So we'll start with Thane. I'd still say 13th, but could change when more players arrive. Did you hear, mate, that we are close to signing a new striker? Don't know who yet, but a lot of people seem to think it's going to be Parrot. Should be done over the weekend. I'd love to know where you've heard this. I mean, I've seen Roke Report's Parrot tweets, Parrot emoji tweets, so I suspect it probably will be Troy Parrot. Dan Wilkes, I'd still be happy with mid-table. Stephen Iwar, this season I'll be happy with finishing around the playoffs with some good games to watch and strengthening the squad. Serious, mid-table. Thane SSE, Paul Huddersfield just signed Jet Radoni, but are now set to lose their best player, O'Brien. Maybe that's probably the replacement, isn't it? And kind of on the subject, in case you follow that with, oh dear, I thought Huddersfield were doing okay until now they might be losing O'Brien. Jeff says, Thane, I've got COVID. Jeff, hopefully you're all right, mate. Hopefully you recover soon. And also, Thane echoes the sentiment. Sorry to hear that, Jeff. Make sure you get plenty of drink fluids. It'll help. Patrick has just said hello, and Thane says, you're all right, Patrick, mate. Daniel goes in mid-table. I would take 10th. Thane again says, I was in the chat of West Ham Fan TV talking about Alese, and one of the members thinks we are still in League One. Thank God they were wrong. Shows how ignorant they must have been. Jeff, though, the emoji, serious. Just don't be worse than last time and it's a success. Well, technically, you could say we could finish 22nd or 23rd and it's better than last time. So it won't take much. But no, oh God, that last championship season pretty much broke me as a fan for quite a while. Nos on PC, I think. Left back, right back, and a striker. I'm assuming that means what he thinks we need. John Ralph, awful camera set, mate. Just a silhouette. Okay, hold on. I might go and oh, I don't know. Hang on. Let's try it this way. To be honest, to be honest, John, I'm just too lazy to try and move. Thane says anything is possible, especially with Neil at the helm. However, I can't see this squad making top six as it stands. But like I've said before, things can change quickly. Hang on, that might be a little bit better. Oh, that's a bit better. Right. Thane also says there was a guy on Twitter last night who said we are close to signing a new left-footed centre back from the Prem, and he also said we are close to signing a new striker. He's got one right so far. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully that's right. Archer's Anonymous. The championship is such an inconsistent snake tank, so it's quite hard to predict who will finish where. Yeah, well, at some point in just over a week's time, I'm going to try and do predictions. I know a few people said they want me to. I might end up doing Premier League Championship and League One. I say League One because I'm probably going to enjoy talking about that league more now that we're not in it. But there you go. Right, okay. So I've read those comments. Now there's one final set of comments before I come back to this. So this is off the YouTube community tab that I put up also earlier in the week. So we haven't got quite as many comments. You'll be pleased to know for me to hear my monotone voice to read through. But nevertheless, here goes nothing. So obviously, same thing again on YouTube. I asked, "What's the expectation?" On YouTube, I was able to put an. Hang on, there we go. On YouTube, I was able to put an extra option on the polls. So I put 5 options this time. So basically, it was avoid relegation, comfortable consolidation, top half, aim for playoffs, aim for automatic promotion. And I should point out on Twitter, I think it was something like 44% went for comfortable consolidation, I believe. Let's have a quick look here. Um, Hang on. Right. Where is it? Poll, 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 poll. Where's the poll? Aha, here we go. So we had 44% go comfortable consolidation. This is on Twitter's poll. 44% comfortable consolidation. 25% says top half. 16% aim for promotion. 15% avoid relegation. And on YouTube, it was, and that was out for 998 votes. This time, it's only about just barely a quarter of that sample size, but nevertheless, and even these sample sizes combined only a very small fraction of the fan base. But it was just interesting to know what people's thoughts were. So here we go. Hang on, just pull that up a little bit. There we go. Oh, hang on. No, the lighting seems to work better if I do it like that. Okay. Right. Anyway, so the next one. So on YouTube, it was 40% say comfortable consolidation, 20% avoid relegation, 20% says top half, and a combined total of 18% basically says top six. So 14% say playoffs, 4% say automatic promotion. So here are the comments in response to the poll on YouTube. Max Brown, it's going to be a hard season. It's going to be important to focus on our home games this coming season. I think the main objective will be to avoid relegation, but there is no reason why we can't be ambitious and reach mid table. I'm looking forward to the season ahead. How are the lads? Andrew Errington. No point being there unless we're ambitious. We are still a big fish in the pond, have a sound manager, and the makings of a good squad, top six. So, I mean, straight away, two contrasting answers. Next one BKS. It's always tough for a promoted team to survive in a higher league. So if Sunderland can avoid relegation, they've done well. Then the following season, aim for a top half finish. Darmore, we were the big fish in League One. It was other teams' big day out the stadium alight, so they upped their game. I do feel other large teams in the championship claiming the big fish label. With other large teams in the championship claiming that label, we can concentrate on playing football. And in Alex Neil, we have a very good manager. That's the next one. Here we go. Thane. There you go, Thane. What's up, guys? So, anyway, wait, where was it? It's almost actually. I was tempted to try and do things. Was it's almost like going into the unknown because Sunderland could finish anywhere this season as long as it's not relegation. It stands right now. My expectations are mid-table, maybe a good cup run in one of the competitions. As long as we're not in a relegation battle all season, I would say it's a decent first season bat in the championship. But I wouldn't be surprised if we actually finished even higher than mid-table. That was absolutely ridiculous impression, but there you go. Just ignore that. Ignore my impression. Maybe pay attention to Thane's comment. Um, Zushi, what a name! I seriously think we will be one of the surprise teams of the season. We look sharp out there in Portugal. We just need a few more players in various positions. I should point out any comments about Portugal and Rangers. This poll was done before the Roma game. Um, Leroy89, we should be aiming for promotion as why not? Every team in the championship should be aiming for that. Realistically, mid-table finish and avoiding the relegation battle will be a half-decent season and something to build on, but I obviously hope we piss the league. So do I, but I think it's very unlikely to happen. Unless you mean piss relegation, who knows? We did that last time. Mark Lane, you need to remember you're a promoted team that have been in League One for a while. Staying in the championship has to be the aim. Anything above that would be a great achievement. Need to walk before you can run. Again, I'll get onto my opinion in a bit. Chris Giles says, in Alex Neil, we have one of the best in the league. Top half finish is what I think we'll get. Mid-table consolidation is okay. I just don't want a relegation fight. Jamie Dalrymple, I think. Consolidation for at least 2 to 3 seasons. This club needs to heal and get some stability. Daniel Henderson, aim for top 10. You never know we could sneak into the playoffs. Ian Curry, I think once we get our feet on the pedal, we can and are capable of doing it. And finally, let's have a look. Right, okay. Lee, and this is an Ipswich fan. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, Ipswich do all right next season, mate. Hopefully, you go up. It's about time you do. I still think you lot will do. I think you lot will do well, mate. Cop half should be comfortable. Just go out and enjoy it and play with the togetherness you showed at the back end of last season. So that is all the comments, and we've got there before half an hour. So that's a promise. Right, let's quickly go through these comments and catch up. Jeff, he's in the know. I'm assuming this means about the guy who's talking about Parrot. Then it says, and like you said, Roke Report tweeted the parrot. What blank? So they must know something. Dean SCFC, mid-table. Dan Wills, looking forward to seeing a SCFC fan back. The Dugout Football channel. Hello, Michael. Yes, hello, mate. I believe I might be wrong, but am I right in thinking you're a Bristol City fan? I'm sure there was a Bristol City fan on Twitter asking about going through all the fans of Championship clubs, but if you're not, mate, I apologise. I'll be in touch to get you on the channel and talk about Sunderland soon. More than happy to, mate. Paul, just my opinion, but I think it's a smudge bit delusional to expect top 6 in the first season. Then obviously has a laughing emoji. Damos, Diamond looked good v Roma. Archer, I understand everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Oh, here's a but. Yeah, there's always got to be a but. But I really don't understand what we have done to suggest that we will get promoted. I hope they're right, but it's not likely. Sorry, Doug off. I'm a football fan. Liverpool fan, Bristol City. Right, ignore me, mate. I'm talking shite. I don't see anything to suggest we'll get promoted, but at the end of the day, I don't see. Put it this way: what did Luton suggest to say that they were going to be in the top 6 last season, or Barnsley the year before, or Huddersfield last season when they were tipped for relegation? I don't think we will, but I'm just putting it out there. Paul, I'll happily take 14th to 16th place in our first season. We need to focus on staying up and building a Championship/Premier League side. Patrick, I agree, Dan. Diamond played well. A fit player would have just been valued at only 90,000. Okay, it says, haha, love it, Michael, the way you just did that, Parrot. In case you know more, laughing emojis. Dan Wilkes. Funny seeing Mourinho not happy with '09. Ian Curry, there he is. Sorry, nearly missed you again. Mate, I'll put it this way. I'm very sporadic with the way that I decide to do live streams. Just keep looking out on YouTube. Acacia. Oh, that was proper hilarious of Luke 09 during the game once she wasn't happy at all. Acacia, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. God, she's put as many laughing emojis as what Sunderland have spent in League One, or the amount of teams that come up here in time waste. Right, so I think to kind of summarize, as you saw, there's a variety of different answers um, with regards to what people's expectations actually are this coming season. Um, Me personally, I do think expecting to go up this season, I wouldn't go as far as delusional, but I certainly think it's a bit higher than I think it's we realistically can expect. Not for the size of the club, but because of the fact we've just come up and the Championship is a much better league than League One, or at the very least, it's a much less shit league than League One. Ian Curry, what do you think about our new signing, Michael? Oh, this is about Alese, right? Okay. If you want, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, mate. But what I would say is, West Ham fans on social media, and quite a number of them, were not very happy at all that we managed to sign Alese from them. And that to me suggests a good thing. And to me, that should suggest once and for all that this regime knows what they're doing and deserve patience, even if we don't sign players, if we don't sign 10 players before Coventry. Yes, I'm talking to you, Thane, because I do know that obviously, look, I'm not going to have a go at anyone who wants signs because they want what's best for the club. But I think, like I said to you, I'm relaxed about it. And I think for good reason. I honestly think we will do all right. So to kind of build on it, my expectation for this season is comfortable consolidation. I'd be disappointed with just staying up. I would like to think that we should be able to get players that are better than 18th to 21st in the table. Um, you know for a fact that the likes of Wigan and Rotherham, their expectation is going to be stay up, particularly. But I think with Sunderland, and again, this is not disrespect, it's just fact. We're a much bigger club than both of those. And I think that while Wigan and Rotherham obviously have every right to try and go for players themselves, I think their level is probably about there. Whereas ours is about there. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you look at the signs we've made so far, Jack Clark, I know he divides fans, but for me, I think that if you look at it, we beat off at least 8 Championship clubs to sign him reportedly anyway. One of which was Sheffield United, who are going to want to get promoted. The second one is Daniel Ballard, where Burnley and Sheffield United apparently were interested in him. He nearly went to Burnley. I know Thane says, but we got lucky with the fact he didn't go to Burnley. So like, the fact is, that's not our problem. We still got Daniel Ballard. Sorry, Thane, love you, dude. But with Daniel Ballard, I think that you've got to look at it as he was consistently playing in Millwall's team. He played over 2/3 of last season with them, and they finished ninth and were in the playoff mix going into the final game of the season. The only reason they finished 6 points off the playoffs was because they lost and Luton won. So that's why. So my point is, I think with the size of the club, but balancing with the fact that we have just come up from League One, and I agree with SCFC David here on this. He said that he feels that top half is realistic when you balance the two things. And I would say anywhere between 10th and 15th, 16th. I think that's my sort of expectation for the coming season. I'm not saying that we're gonna. I mean, don't get me wrong. If we could push for the playoffs, then brilliant. But I'm not expecting it. And if you look at it this way, I was talking to Chris Reeve at Talk Norwich City, and obviously they know about Alex Neil and so on, and obviously they've just come down from the Premier League. And by the way, I think, well, actually, no, I won't spoil it. I'll save me predictions for next week. But he mentioned that he thinks Sunderland will actually do quite well and will. He said he wouldn't be surprised if we were pushing around the top end of the division, not top two, but he means like around just below the playoffs because of the Alex Neil factor and the unknown factor. And I'm hoping that's a very good point. But for me, I think just make sure that I would be disappointed if we were in a relegation scrap, put it that way, because I do think with the regime that we've got, we will be aiming to sign players who are better than 18th to 21st quality. I'd like to think we'll be able to get better than that because of Sunderland. And again, if you feel that's arrogant, fair enough. But in my opinion, it's anything but arrogant. It's just realistic. Neil Flurry, turn the light on, lol. Right, okay, hang on. Let's get the light from behind in the room. Bear with me a moment. Let's have a quick look. There we go. There's some light. There we go. See if that's it. Right, there we go. I know that this shirt's a bit tacky. I think I'll do the new one. There you go. Is that any better? So granted, the light is coming. It's funny because it's nowhere near as dark outside, but it seems on a stream that it just comes through ridiculously. Actually, hang on. No, 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 no. Let's get the light back on. But anyway, Neil, happy? Okay says, hello, Neil. Okay says, hello, my crazy. How's you, my crazy uncle? You're like an uncle to me, Neil. I swear Acacia uses crazy. Apparently, I'm my crazy best mate. Neil's is like a crazy uncle. She uses crazy as an adjective to describe everyone. I'm guessing Mrs. Lauren Roberts is her crazy best mate. Paul, do you think eventually when we get promoted, we will keep Alex Neil? I personally hope so. I'd be very, put it this way. If we when we eventually do get promoted and Alex Neil's still here, I'd be very disappointed not to keep him. Because I do think I just think that Alex Neil. I think this is the biggest job. This is the biggest club Alex Neil's managed. Not the best club necessarily, because like, I think Norwich, obviously, when he got them into the Premier League and was nearly kept them up. Preston, you could argue, is a bigger achievement because he got them competing towards the top end of the Championship on a very very minuscule budget, like a bottom end budget. So, but anyway, I hope so. But like I said, my own expectations would be to mainly just comfortably avoid relegation, have a nice boring season, a boring mid-table season for a change, and sick of the drama and sick of everything else that's going on. Let's see. Neil says hello, Case. Yeah. Case says ha 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 ha. Ha. You got that right, Michael. You know me too well. I do. And says Ian Curry. Honestly, our style of play will shock this division. At least we're buying young, hungry players who want to play for SCFC. Agree? Yeah, I agree. So, if you want to compare last time we were in the Championship to this time coming up, you'd say that the team we had in the Championship then, there was a lot of mercenaries in that team. And I still, to this day, do not believe that squad should have ever have got relegated. Not in my opinion, it shouldn't have, no. And I think that it was a bunch of players that just didn't want to be here and truthfully didn't try. Some players did, but some just really shirked across the whole season. Um, and I think this time we've got a better manager, much better manager this time, than Simon Cross Coleman, and especially than Simon Grayson. I quite like Chris Coleman, but that's my opinion. I thought but he still should have kept us up, in my opinion. And I think Simon Grayson was just bloody hopeless. But Alex Neil's a much better manager, and I think we've got a squad and we're on an upward trajectory now this time. And I think for the first couple of months of the season, I think the promotion buzz and momentum could potentially help us out quite a bit. So I mean, like I said, I would say if you aim to get 60 points, if you get to 60 points, then go from there, see what happens. Because I think while 50 points would probably usually be enough to keep you up, I think 60 points is, for what I personally want, 60 points is enough to probably get you consolidation. Even if it's like upper bottom half or mid bottom half of the table, but it's comfortably avoid the relegation zone, I'd have that. Let's have a look. Thane, I just had some food. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I basically called you out on your impatience. But love you. But we're just pointing out, look, like I said, yes, we've waited a bit long to sign players, but we're doing it because the better players become available later on in the window. And I'd much rather wait and do that and sign the better players later than just sign any old bugger right now. Then says, "Oh, thank you. You're very welcome." Right. Let's see. Paul says he works. This is about Alex Neil. He works so well for us. I think he would take us to another Prem title if we got promoted. Premier League title. Hey God, I wish, mate. I'd take just not being in the relegation battle in the Championship next season, let alone the Premier League. But in the Premier League, we underachieved by being in a relegation battle for me. We should be aiming to be a top half Premier League side, really, in the long run. Neil Flurry, oh, budgie smugglers, lol. Now, you just reminded me, right? Neil, you just reminded me of Hot Fuzz when they go, crusty jugglers. It's like, budgie smugglers, crusty jugglers. Yes, I'm random. I don't care. Acacia says, no, you didn't miss anything, Thane. Oh, cheers, Acacia. Paul, whenever I hear the sign name Simon Jason, I think of Joel. I've been hiding at home, under the kitchen sink in the cupboard. And I think the first time I'm meeting will be first game at season, and the first time I've got a chance to say, come to say hello. I cannot do that the same way Joel can. Casey, you didn't miss anything. Ian who says, yeah, Thane, hope you're happy, not flapping now, lol. Oh, God. Paul, Casey can do, no worries, Michael, thanks. Well, at least Paul found that joke funny. Cole Pep Liquidity, I think. I expect them to continue fighting for the shirt, that's all, but I wouldn't be surprised if we win the whole friggin' thing. Love your confidence, lad. Love your confidence. But anyway, no, for me, like I said, it's consolidation. It's making sure we're not in a relegation scrap and just kind of having a nice, boring season for once. I think to be honest, I'm still in the stage where I'm just relieved we're not in League One anymore, and hopefully never ever again. By the way, but we shall wait and see. Then it says, I'm okay now, but if we go a few days without nothing happening, I'll be back to with another video so the club will take notice every works every time. To be fair, that's a fair point, right? Okay, if they make videos every single day and see if we announce like 20 players. William Tucker, thought on Parrot linked. I'd take him. I know I contradict myself because I'm someone who said I wouldn't have had Scott Twine purely because of the money that he could have cost. But in my opinion, I think Parrot will likely be a loan deal. I think Mikel Allen said he wouldn't be surprised if Parrot's a permanent deal. But in my opinion, I think it'll be a loan deal. I'd be very surprised if we got him permanently. Kezia says, watch when someone might say 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. about Troy. Yeah, well, like I said, I was out with friends having drinks. Then we went round to a friend's house afterwards this afternoon. I was doing that, and then the bastards put 1 p.m., which I'm like, Sunderland. You always wait until I'm out before you announce something, you cheeky buggers. David Joplin, good evening, Michael. Excellent sign in Premiership. Here we come. Keep the faith. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Ian Curry, I'm honestly excited. I think we could really push for automatics. I hope so. I hope so. Michael Allen, I don't think Power would make the grade at Spurs. Well, hopefully he is permanent then, put it that way. But it would cost quite a lot of money to get him permanently, especially you know what Daniel Levy's like. William Tucker, Sunderland taking all of Tottenham's kids. Oh God. I'll take all of their reserve players. Should steamroll the championship. Thanks. I'm 50-50 on Parrot, but as long as we sign another striker with Parrot, I'll be happy. Thing just out of interest, if the two strikers we signed were Parrot and Broadhead, what would you think about that? Ian Curry, but we're really desperate for a striker. I think we need two, mate. But you're right, we are desperate for them. We need to have cover for Stewart. Neil Fleury says, I'd be surprised if we don't get into the top six. Okay, Neil, I'll flip this back on you. I hope you are right, by the way. I really hope you're right. What makes you think we're going to get in the top six? That's not a dig, that's just a genuine question. What makes you think we're going to do it? Let's get some positivity. Come on. But anyway, no, like I said, next week, William Tucker, Strawhead. Strawhead? Why am I saying Strawhead? Oh my God, I'm missing everything. William Tucker, Stewart, Parrot, and Broadhead would be class, to be fair. Acacia, I knew you would say that, Neil. I'll be happy with our three strikers with Stewart, Broadhead, and Parrot. I'm telling you right now, if we do sign Nathan Broadhead permanently, I've got an intro in mind, which will be quite funny. But anyway, Broadhead, I mean, apparently, first we were looking at re-signing him. I think he's got a year left on his contract at Everton. So, I mean, if you get him on a loan and you could get him for free next summer, then who knows? That might make more sense. And not to mention, we won't be paying as much wages, especially with the output you get from him injury-wise. Like I said, for Parrot, I'd take him. There you go. The NFT broadband, isn't it? No comment. Michael Allen says the club is going to venture into the European market. Would be interesting who they go after. Lionel Messi? That might be an idea. Dan Wilkes, think Stewart will get 20 plus goals. I don't know about 20 plus. I think he's going to find a lot less space in the Championship than what he had to League One. Because being frank, League One was shite, and the bottom end of the Championship isn't that much better apparently. But there's some decent teams in the Championship. Acacia, we need to wait until Frank Lampard says yes to Nathan going back out on loan or permanently until they've done their preseason friendly games. Ooh, is Acacia Everton's scout now? Is she? I love it. But anyway, no, I mean, how are you guys feeling ahead of the Championship then? Let's go try and get some more comments. I mean, how you got? What's your emotions going into it? I'm still like I said, yeah, I'm still of the opinion that I'm happy that we're no longer in League One. I'm happy that we are in the Championship again, and just about the fact that we are. I don't know, I don't know, just the fact that we're not playing, Crewe or Wimbledon, or Gillingham, in a league game. But there you go. Michael Allen says he'd find a lot more space in behind though. Hopefully, all right. Now I'm wrong. Paul says nervous. With Alex Neil, I think we'll be all right. And I know that obviously, as of right now, people can say we're not ready. But for me, one, there's loads of time left to make signings, and two, the season's a marathon, not a sprint. So I think we just need to just chill out, take a chill pill, and just let's see what happens. But I think with Alex Neil, I think we'll be fine. Daniel's the away top meant to be blue. No, I like blue. It's my favourite colour. William Tucker, is Rangers still knocking on the door for Stewart? I don't believe. And then Dan Wilkes says, William, hope not. As far as I'm aware, they've signed a striker. So I would be more surprised if they were. But again, you can't rule anything out with Sunderland. Mikel Allen says mini teams will attack us more. Good point. We probably will get more space on the counter, won't we? Paul says I'm still hurting from back-to-back relegation. I think we're still hurting off the last 6 years, mate. If we'd been in League One next season, I would have probably subscribed to read to some actual therapy. Couldn't handle it again. Then Parrott as a striker, I'm not sure because his goal record wasn't great. However, as a number 10 or a left winger, maybe because he did get a few assists, but only 8 goals in 40 years. Then bloody hell, you made that in one sentence. This is how it's come across. Parrott as a striker, I'm not sure because his goal record wasn't great. However, as a number 10 or a left winger, maybe because he did get a few assists, but only 8 goals, 40 plus chances isn't great. The quality of football being better and more exciting. Again, I think we'll be able to get players to cope with the level of football. We should do. The size of the club, we should be. And I'm sorry, to anyone who thinks it's arrogant, I strongly disagree. The size of the club does play a big factor into it. We wouldn't have got Daniel Ballard, for example, if it weren't for the size of the club. Or let me put it this way. Would the other promoted clubs have been able to get him? Much less likely. Not impossible, obviously, but much less likely. Neil says, I take Helen White watching England ladies at the minute, lol. Like I said, I'm fairly enthusiastic about the championship. And I think, and by the way, just on another note, tickets have gone on sale for the Coventry game. So if you can get yourself there, get yourself there. I'm buzzing for that. It's funny that the season starts in just over 2 weeks. But there you go. Right. Let's talk on play. So is anyone going to any more preseason games? I think we've now got Dundee United, Bradford, which apparently is meant to be on one of the hottest days we've had in ages. So that'd be, I think it's like Thursday, we're meant to have like 35 degrees heat or 40 potentially. So let's watch what you're doing then. And then you got Accrington a week tomorrow, which I am doing, which I'm going to Accrington, by the way, just for a laugh, basically. And then obviously Hartlepool, which is sold out. But yeah, get yourself to the Stadium of Light on the 31st. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it now. Dan Wilk says there'll be more end-to-end football. No team sitting back for 90 minutes. Mikel Parrott would add way more than just goals to the team. He'd be ready-made to play our style and really hard worker. Neil Florio, just watched the playoff final over and over, and the interchanging of positions in midfield was awesome. Yep, don't blame you, mate. Might as well watch it since we won. Thane, Wigan still haven't done anything, have they? Strange, especially with their Middle East owners. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I thought Wigan would do a lot more business than what they have done. Ian, Thane, why haven't you responded to me? Lol. Thane, come on. Oh, there you go. Respond to Ian. How are you, lad? Owen says, going to Bradford. Nice one. Chris Johnson, Parrott is another fantastic addition. Young, hungry, with loads of potential. Can play all across the front three. The club are confident of getting Broadhead as well. Let's have a look. Let's see if Sunderland have announced anything. Again, I highly doubt it, but if they have, I can announce it. Come on, Sunderland. You always wait till I'm out and see if you can announce something while I'm on camera. No, nothing's announced. Okay, then. Next one, Paul. Which striker would you personally bring in? For me, one of Adam Armstrong or Callum Robinson, because they're both available for potential loan deals. But Adam Armstrong, Newcastle connections, and grew up in the city of Newcastle. I doubt he'd come back. The only way he might do is if it's coming close to home. And Callum Robinson, I'd have him. Alex Neil worked with him at Preston. But realistically, because I don't think we'll get either of those. I think realistically, you're talking Troy Parrott, Cameron Archer from Aston Villa, Broadhead again. So those are the ones I'll be looking at, Paul. If that answers your question. Dan Wilkes, I think I have to sit in the pool home end. Dean, Monday, Tuesday for the Heat. Yeah. Ian Curry says, look back up, Thane, mate. Chris Johnson, summing up at Wigan. Paid their players late 2 months running. Interesting, that. There seems to be something short going on. There never seems to be short of drama at Wigan. Right, let's try and get to 40 likes. Come on, get to 40 likes, then I will be happy with it. Get to 40 likes. So even if anyone who hasn't liked this video, just hit the like button. Subscribe as well if you can. That'd be much appreciated because I'm trying to get the 4,000 subscribers. And at the same time, I've noticed in there you go, 38 likes already. Come on. And I've noticed in the analytics as well that I think is it nearly 4. In fact, let's have a look at the analytics right now. I can give you an accurate picture, an accurate number, so to speak. Analytics, here we go. Right. Come on. Audience. Not subscribe. Yeah, there we go. 40.7% of you who watch videos are not subscribed. Whoa, 43 likes. Right, get to 50. Get to 50 likes. Do it now. Anyway, so if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be much, much appreciated. What's a PS4 controller? Oh, there we go. Here we go. Anyway, let's get some more comments. Hey, what I'm happy What am I happy? Is that it one? I think that's the one he's referring to. Thing. He's saying, in other words, saying no more complaining. Okay, says no chance. We ain't getting him back. Why would be? Ian Curry get Will Grigg back. I'd rather go and watch Newcastle at St James's Park than get Will Grigg back. Sorry, Ian. Casey says he's gone to MK Dons permanently for good. Yeah, he's gone back to MK Dons. Good riddance, lazy sod. Dan Wilkes, Doyle to get the winner first game of the season. Yes, but in the back of his own net. And then we win the game 2-1. Calling it. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I am so looking forward to the Coventry game. It's obviously a tasty first game back in the Championship. It'll be a nice Sunday kickoff, lunchtime kickoff. Hopefully a decent, hopefully not like humid, but nice weather. Good to be a class atmosphere. Really, really looking forward to that game. But anyway, I think, come on, if we get as soon as we get to 50 likes, I'm going to end the stream, I think. Watch people deliberately not get to 50 likes so that I can stay on longer. Poor sods. Right. I'll check one more time for Sunderland. Again, I doubt they're going to. William Tucker, how many more players do you think we need to add before we are comfortable? I'd say about 6 or 7, I think. Michael Allen, we got promoted in the last year of Will Grigg's contract. Think we paid any add-ons? Oh, someone's removed their like, bastard. Yeah, obviously, fair enough. Chris Johnson, Coventry will be a decent test. They are a very decent championship outfit. Cannot wait. Paul, get Jack Rodwell back. Joke. Yeah, rather gouge me eyeballs out and see that sod on the pitch again. Right, let's have a look. Nope, still nothing with Sunderland. Come on. Nope, doesn't look like it. Anyway, oh, you know what? Right, 47 likes. To be honest, I might just leave it there anyway. We've been on for 50 minutes. It still amazes me that you guys seem to want to watch me just waffle in front of a camera for nearly an hour. That's just absolutely insane. Neil says, got a great photo of Billy crushing Callum Williamson at under 10 level Acacia. Lol. Michael, do you think we had to pay add-ons, Michael? I'm going to assume you're talking about Elise. I don't know. Possibly. There might be a buyback clause. There certainly should be a sell-on clause in there, I would imagine. Then it says, Michael, be patient, remember. Take your own advice. Acacia has retracted a message for some reason. Michael Alon, Grigg. Oh, to be honest, for Grigg, I don't know. I think the deal apparently was going to go up to 4 million if we got to the Premier League, which thankfully, I suppose, in some ways means we didn't have to pay that. Chris says, Parrot is on his way back from South Korea, apparently, so hopefully be announced before Monday. I'd like to hope that it's announced tomorrow, but no in Sunderland, probably not. Although at least say we didn't hear anything about. Nothing happened, so okay, says, oh God, no way, Neil. Right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I've kept you as well. My waffling's kept you on for long enough. Thanks, guys, ever so much for watching. It really does mean the world. There was 35 of you as of right now. Watch it jumped out to 15 straight away. Are still watching. There you go, 33. So just 2 people have gone. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Again, really means a lot. Next week, I'm going to do Premier League, Championship, and League One predictions. With Championship and League One, I don't know whether I'm going to go through the whole league or just do like in Championships, they do top 6, where Sunderland are going to finish, and the bottom 3, and then maybe the top 6 and the bottom 4 in League One. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'll tell you what, like, I might do predictions for all 3 of them. And then obviously at some point, me and Thane are going to start doing the live streams on Fridays again. So we shall wait and see. Right, that's it. I'm done waffling. Thane says, top man, likewise. Neil Fleury, Callum is from Northampton, right? Ian Cruz, I love the way the clubs are keeping transfers. Hush, hush. I agree. Anyway, guys, yous all take care. Enjoy the rest of your Friday nights. Thanks for spending it with us. Poor bastards. And I shall see you at some point next week, or unless Sunderland announce anything major, like another signing. And then I'll see you, and I'll do a video and see you in the near future. 49 likes. Come on. One more like, and nobody unlike it. Anyway, Jess says a thumbs up with a red and white emoji. Right. Thanks, guys. Love yous all lots. Take care. Thanks very much, Ian, yourself, and stay safe.